Well, it might seem hard to believe, but the hit American romantic drama The Way We Were turns 50 this year.
It's unbelievable.
The film was released October 19th, 1973.
Now a new book, The Way We Were, The Making of a Romantic Classic, takes a deep dive into the movie. Here now with us is the author, Tom Santopietro. It's so good to see you, Tom.
It's great to see both of you.
All right, so 18 months it took you to write the book.
It did.
Did you learn, what did you learn out of the making of this movie?
I learned that in the odd way of Hollywood, out of all conflicts and difficulties can come a lasting film that people are still talking about 50 years later.
50 years later.
Yeah.
It ripped my heart out.
Yeah.
I watched it once, maybe twice, and then I stopped watching it because it was so upsetting. That ending was so upsetting.
And that's one of the reasons why we're still talking about it, is the ending and the fact that it's about loving the wrong person. And everybody has done that, male or female, at one point in their life, has loved the wrong person. And I said this to a friend who's a film historian. She said, "You're right. Everybody's loved the wrong person, except for maybe 10 people, and who wants to know them?"
Exactly.
And I thought, oh, this is universal.
Yeah, so it's universal. People relate to it. But interesting, you have a lot of interesting facts that people may not realize. But Robert Redford, you found out, didn't actually want to make the movie at first?
He did not. He was dragged into this movie kicking and screaming.
You got to be kidding me.
He felt that the film was so oriented towards the female role that there was nothing for him to grab onto. And he finally said yes because they promised him rewrites. And they said, we'll bring in other writers. And they brought in 11 writers, which made the original writer crazy.
Oh,
so that was a really interesting conflict I discovered.
Wow, that's how powerful he was at the time, that they wanted, they're like, we gotta have you.
Robert Redford.
Yeah. Whereas Barbara knew all along she had a great role. She signed on instantly.
Tell us about the roles of the, for anybody who hasn't seen the movie, give us a quick synopsis.
It would be that Barbara plays this is in the 1930s and 40s, into the 50s, a political activist, loud, abrasive, but a great person underneath. And she's the outsider, and he is the golden boy.
Right.
Everything comes easily to him. And out of that, they have this great relationship. They can't live with each other. They can't live without each other.
And interestingly enough, this show, the movie, did not win Best Picture for that year.
It did not. No.
Which just rocks my mind.
Yeah, and here we are talking about it 50 years later, but no. It was not even nominated as Best Picture. She was nominated.
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand was nominated, and it won Best Song and Best Score.
Best Song and Best Score.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if you you could obviously watch the movie again, but this book is going to go into the making of it. But tell us a little bit. These are two people who met and fell in love after World War II. That's the setting.
They meet in college in the 30s, and they reconnect in the 40s.
Okay, so they reconnect.
And then they get married, and they go to Hollywood in the 50s. And as Scott said, it all leads up to that unbelievable ending after they split up in front of the Plaza Hotel. People still talk about it and cry. It was reenacted on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
You know, this one is a keeper.
What was your interaction with Barbara Streisand for the book?
So I got to Barbara through her manager, and it was an exchange. It was a detailed written interview, and it was fascinating because I submitted the questions and I got back paragraph-long answers.
Wow.
And I thought, this is why she is who she is, because every word counts.
Every word
I had
counts.
to be on my game because there were a lot of discussions about what I was going to write.
But it shows how important this was to her, that you get it right, and that she wanted to write to you and make sure that it was accurate for a book.
You're exactly right. And she said, this is a really important film in my career. I want this done properly.
Okay, so you're signing. Where are you going to be signing? R.J. Julius?
R.J. Julius in Madison tomorrow, Tuesday, and on Saturday at Barnes & Noble in my hometown of Waterbury.
Which is terrific. And again, if you want more information on the book, you can go to The Way We Were, The Making of a Romantic Classic, available now. You can find it on Amazon or visit tomsantopietro.com for more information. We can't thank you enough for coming on.
Thank you
What a
both
great
very
book.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
50 years, remarkable. And scattered pictures of those smiles they left behind.
All right.
It's too painful to remember, Kara.
Another book we have to read. All right.